peace. As you can see, I am in the process of working out. I finished 2.5 miles and I got started late. It's 12:19. Usually by now I'm already done back at the van. And I think this is the starting point of the heat wave that's coming to San Diego finally when it's like autumn. Like, are you serious? But yeah, it's supposed to be like 88 degrees the next 2 days. I think all the way till Sunday, actually. But the reason why I brought my microphone with me this time is because I wanted to, well, for one, whenever I'm jogging or walking, I just get so much insight. I guess I'm just in nature. I see the water's flowing. The sun is shining. And excuse me, because I'm going to have to take a couple of deep breaths while I'm talking, because I'm just taking a break. But every day I try to do 5 miles, which is about close to between 10,000 steps. I get closer to 10, but not exactly 10, but I figure all the other walking that I do throughout the day definitely gets me over my 10,000 steps. So usually I already know my path. It's about 9,800 for sure, which is good. But yeah, so whenever I'm here or whenever I'm in my space of just being by myself and solitude and thinking and watching the environment that I'm in, this video is going to be about romanticizing your life. And I think oftentimes we pay a lot of attention to romance movies, right? Or romantic songs, which is my vibe. I love it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I feel like once you truly understand that life is about how you romanticize it and how you treat it in your own life, then anything that comes in a package with it, one, is going to reveal to you the type of romance that you're seeking for that isn't, that it's not it. This is not it. This is not the romance I'm looking for, no matter what it is. And it also reveals to you when that romance does show up. Again, this is not just about a partner. This is romance in just your experiences, the foods that you eat, what you indulge in, what you listen to, what you watch, what you engage in. Like all of that is romanticizing your life. So, that was what I've been thinking about today, because usually when I'm walking, I visualize the things that I desire for myself. I'm always making love to the sun. I'm always grateful for the breeze. I'm always visualizing people that I do want in my life, how they are, what they bring, what I bring to them, and I think this is why it's important that when you begin to create this life for yourself, that you pay attention to your surroundings, because romanticizing your life has to be a discipline, and it's something that you must be in that frequency on a daily basis. It's not just about doing it in the morning and you're gone. It's about every single moment of your life, even within your own thoughts, when you want to have these thoughts of not being your best, or that you could be better, or you're not good enough. Those are pockets of bullshit that you need to grab and channel and romanticize it, change it into a loving thought, a loving frequency, and it's a practice, because you figure, at least for me, it's been 46 years of trained programming, right? Well, I'd probably say my 40s is when I really started getting into my life. But like really getting deep into my life and my journey and my path and my awakening. I know I've seen little droplets of it just with people in my life, places that I've been where I'm like, oh, this is cool. But it was not as intense as it is now. So yeah, it's all of this programming. So it's not like turning on and off a switch. That's not going to happen. But what it is about recognizing your old patterns. It's recognizing the aspects of yourself that begin to replay. Like sometimes you can just become this part of you that's just robotic, and you replay the same story over and over and over again. And so when you become aware, you'll hear yourself say that story again, and then you're like, damn, okay, so let me start romanticizing, let me go ahead and change this up. So my thing is that you really, really, really have to hold on, because I'm going to change hands. Okay, that's better. you really, really have to be in a space of self-realization and self-actualization, and to make yourself a priority every day of your life. And if you desire to see yourself in a different light, a different aspect, a different environment, then that is what you need to romanticize about. And it's not about your future self, it's about this present moment. Always remember that the mind or the subconscious doesn't really know the difference, or your conscious state of mind doesn't know the difference between what you're actually doing physically and what you program it by signs, symbols, pictures, videos, words. And so just even knowing that, that should be enough and powerful enough for you to begin to channel yourself into knowing that in this moment, right now, I have the possibility to be able to change the old paradigm that I'm in and enter into my new paradigm, and even for myself, that's something that I'm learning, now that I'm starting my YouTube page, which is going to be my main focus for a very long time. And I looked at that as a gift of realization in itself, because if you really sit back, if you're into social media, I love sharing. You guys know this. I love sharing. I'm big on epigenetics. I'm big on occultism. I'm big on all that stuff, even though I don't share all the shit like I used to back in the past. I feel like some of it is meant for me. And then there are some things that I will definitely share. But there's this part that you sit back and realize that, okay, in this moment, I have the power to go ahead and transform, the space that I'm in. I can alchemize this energy that I'm currently in. That is the beauty that we've been given, and so for me, as I was saying earlier, to give myself an example, I had to look at my social medias. What part of my social media is going to bring me my most success? Because once you have concentrated thought, and once you focus, and once you shift your energy on something specific, all of that energy, all of that force is going to be put into that. So Instagram, I'm really not a fan. I share my shit on there, but it's just not my vibe. And I feel like Instagram and TikTok for me are bypassings, right? Like you post something, people see it. Okay, cool. And then it's bypassed. YouTube and Google are the number 1 and 2 search engines that are going to get your content out there. And it's something that's going to always be, because people are searching. People are literally typing things in and searching. So I looked at that as a relationship. What part, just with myself and romanticizing myself and how I hold myself. I don't put myself in places where I'm not respected or honored. I quickly will release it and let it go. However, and I looked at that with like, okay, YouTube is going to be my biggest thing, because people are constantly going to be searching for van life, spirituality, and that's just a combination of all that I am. Solo female van life, like all of that. Sensuality, that's another part. That's another aspect of me that's important. People really go there, just like Google, type in and search. So it's really defining yourself and putting yourself in spaces that respect you and love you more. And it could be even down to like the most minute thing. It doesn't have to be anything grandiose, but it's you recognizing that energy and transmuting it into the desire that you see for yourself. So yeah, I'm even doing that for myself, and it's kind of like you become this experiment, because now, you're in a space of recognizing yourself and the beauty that you're currently in. And, the space that I'm currently in is absolutely amazing. It just shows where my heart is, where I'm at. Yes, I do think an environment plays a huge role. What I see every day, what I wake up to a day is feeding into my mind and my subconscious mind. I don't want to live in a space where all I see is lack. I don't. And that's a choice that I've been given, so anyways, I got to get back on my groove. I just wanted to take a couple of minutes and share this video with you guys. And just remember that romance is not just about a partner. It is your personal relationship with your life, romanticizing your life. And then the beautiful thing is that when you romanticize your life, whenever somebody else comes in and they're not romanticizing theirs, you already know that's not going to be a match, baby, because your energy is sacred and it took you a lot to get here. So you want to be with somebody who also romanticizes their life, and you'll be able to recognize it because all of the energy that you put into yours.
Peace.